The Federal Trade Commission is proposing a new provision to help you keep track of all your subscriptions. The proposal would make a number of changes to benefit consumers, including making it as easy to cancel as it was to sign up. For example, if you agreed to the subscription online, you should be able to cancel online. Consumers would have to agree on any additional modifications or upselling during the cancellation process before they can begin pitching anything, requiring companies to provide subscribers with an annual reminder before they're automatically renewed. Consumer expert Edgar Dworsky spoke with our Courtney about why all of this has become so necessary.
I think the FTC is getting a lot of consumer complaints about various subscription services where it's difficult for consumers to cancel once they've signed up. These companies make it very easy to sign up and often very difficult to cancel. I'll give you one example. There's a particular newspaper in town that lets you subscribe at a discounted rate very easily online. You can sign up. You get 6 months for $1. But when you want to cancel, you cannot go online to cancel. You have to call, and you're subject to a little bit of upselling by the paper to try to get you to resubscribe on another discounted plan. That's all going to change if the FTC changes the rule. You'll be able to click to cancel just as easily as you were able to click to order.
Talk to me about how this is going to, these proposed rules, they will definitely help consumers like you and me save time and money potentially.
Well, you're absolutely going to save time and money, because if you can just go online to cancel that gym membership, cancel that newspaper, cancel that meal delivery service that you have, anything, instead of having to call, instead of having to write, instead of having to send a certified letter, it's just going to be much easier. And, one of the consumer tips is every year you should be scrutinizing your credit card statement. See what types of things are recurring every month. Do you really need those subscriptions anymore? And if you have to call and be on hold for goodness knows how long, imagine how easy it is just to click to cancel.
Now, right now, currently, are there any consequences for companies that are not making it easy outside of these proposed rule changes as it stands? Are there any consequences for these companies?
Well, right now, the FTC has to file individual lawsuits against companies because they've come out with guidance, if you will, about how these negative option plans are supposed to work. If they had a concrete rule, just kind of black and white law of what everybody has to do, they're hoping that will make more companies compliant. So you can cancel the newspaper just by going online. You can cancel your meal delivery plan just by going online. That'll make it easier for consumers, cut down the number of complaints, and save everyone an awful lot of aggravation and money.
Aside from these recent proposed changes, are there any other consumer protections when it comes to canceling unwanted subscriptions or services? Like anything already in play right now that someone can do or report to, or anything they can do to help themselves right now while we wait to see if these changes are going to go into effect?
Well, you still have to follow through with whatever the procedure is the company has set up. If it's send in a letter, you got to go through the routine that they prescribe. One of the new protections that's coming forward is advertising has to be much more clear. So if you see an ad on TV for some type of delivery of an acne medication for your face, or some other product like that, and only in fine print in the ad does it say you're going to get one of these every month until you cancel, that's now going to have to be not only disclosed in print online, but orally also. So you're going to know in advance what you're getting into before you actually sign on the dotted line.
Yeah, which will be so good because they know a lot of people don't read the fine print, and also, too, when you're signing up for these things, it normally requires that they have your card information up front. So they know if you take a long time to cancel, they've still got what they need to get paid.
And the new rules are not going to allow them to upsell you. So when you call to cancel, instead of having to sit through another sales presentation of why you should remain a customer, you're going to have to give your permission to hear those offers. Otherwise, they just have to let you cancel, period.
Is there anything you want to make sure that people understand that I didn't ask you specifically?
Not really, but what you can expect is opposition from companies. Companies are not going to like this. They've perfected how to get you into their system and get monthly payments from you. They haven't quite perfected, or maybe they have, of how to keep you as a customer. So what's really going to happen is these companies are going to come out of the woodwork, complain to the FTC to try to water down the rules. It's up to us as consumers to speak up. You can actually go on the FTC's website, put your comments on there. If you think this is a good proposal, let them know so there's some support.